everyone, it is that time of the month where I'm going to talk about my most anticipated movies and the movies I'm not looking forward to. And I have my phone here for Box Office Mojo, and this time I feel like I'm going to be right, but last month was probably one of my worst months I've probably ever done, honestly. So let's go and do a rehash of last month. So last month, probably my favorite movie of last September was either Deepwater Horizon, but most likely Hell or High Water. Those two were the two stands out for me. And I enjoyed Blair Witch. I know a lot of people didn't, but I did enjoy it. But then I got the huge box office flop wrong. I picked When the Bow Breaks. It was actually a disappointment room. That movie made $2.3 million on a $15 million budget. That's terrible. So hey guys, now it's October, and it's actually October 1st right now, and I'm filming this late right now, as you can tell, and so I'm going to talk about what movies I'm looking forward to, and the movies I'm not, and then we're going to predict the box office predictions, like always. So guys, let's get started. So my third most anticipated movie for October is a movie that I'm actually putting this on this list because I want it to be good, and I do have some actual things I'm worried about, but my number 3 is going to go to The Girl on the Train. Listen, I think this movie looks really good. I think the tone looks really good. Everything looks good in this movie. My only issue is, from my personal standpoint of one trailer and one commercial, I think I can figure out what's gonna happen. I do have my predictions. I feel like I'm gonna be right. But that's my only, really nervousness. I hope I'm not right because that will ruin the whole thing. Because the movie is like a mystery. You're supposed to figure out who did it. And I don't want to know by watching a trailer. And that'll be a huge minus. But overall, the movie looks good. I will say that. So that's why it's number 3. Coming number 2 is a movie that could be really good, or it can just be a rehash of the first one, because the first one, in my opinion, is not a terrible movie, but my number 2 is actually going to Jack Reacher, Never Go Back. Listen, I enjoyed the first Jack Reacher. I think it's not the best film ever. It's not better than Mission Impossible franchise at all. But I do enjoy the first Jack Reacher, so I think this one can be really a lot better, actually. And it looks really good, and I feel like it's gonna be good because it's Tom Cruise, and usually his past movies he's been in, he hasn't been in a terrible movie in a while, actually. So I do think that he actually might, he just will continue making these great action movies. But I want to see him do another, Born on 4th of July. I like action Tom Cruise. I do. But I want to see him do something different. Do another Rain Man or A Few Good Men. I just want to see him do something a little bit serious. But yeah, my number 2 is going to go to Jack Reacher. I do think it looks like a fun movie. It looks really well directed. So I am looking forward to Jack Reacher, Never Go Back. And now my number 1. Number 1, this movie, I just think it looks really good, and I think it can be really good. It's from the director of Warrior, which is a great movie. And my number 1 of most anticipated October is The Accountant. I think this movie looks like Ben Affleck's Jason Bourne franchise. That's what it looks like to me, and I feel like that's what's gonna be. And this is gonna be Ben Affleck's little franchise, just like Matt Damon, his best friend in real life. This is gonna be his Jason Bourne franchise, while Matt Damon's in the actual Jason Bourne franchise. The movie looks really good. It looks interesting. I hope they didn't show too much in the trailers or commercials. And the movie looks very interesting, looks very intense, looks like Ben Affleck's gonna kill it as this accountant dude, and it looks like it has really, really good action in this movie. So I do think The Accountant's gonna take my number 1. I really feel like it's gonna be a good movie, nothing bad or anything. I think it's gonna be really good. Other honorable mentions is probably Keeping Up with the Joneses looks okay, but I feel like they're showing too much for the trailer. Inferno doesn't look terrible, but it could be really bad. And then I'm going to throw in The Birth of a Nation, because I've heard a lot of controversy, but it does look like an Oscar contender. Now let's get to the part of the video where my top 3 most disappointing movies that to me just doesn't look that good. Coming in at number 3, this is a movie, I have no idea what it's about. And when I first heard about it, I was like, what is that? And then I watched the trailer, and I was like, that looks terrible, and I don't want to see it, I don't want to watch it. But yeah, Max Steel to me, it just doesn't look good. I have no idea what the movie is about, and I don't care to see it. But I'm gonna see it. It has a nationwide release, so I guess I'm gonna go see it, I'm gonna review it, and I have no idea what it's about. My number 2, I actually read this book years ago, and so I think the trailer looks terrible. It doesn't look like, it looks like if I was younger I would like this movie, but I'm gonna give it middle school, the worst years of my life. That is my number 2 because like I read the book many years ago, and when I was like little I probably would enjoy this movie a lot more because I enjoyed the Darren Kid movies. But now since I'm older I'm like, but maybe I might like it, but I will put it number 2 because it just from the trailers alone, they don't look funny. It looks like a stupid kid jokes, whatever. But that's what the book was, because I read the book when I was like little, so yeah. But yeah, you know what I mean. And number 1, this is the easiest number 1 I've given a while, and that is Ouija II. Did anyone see the first Ouija? You did, because that's why they're making a second one. The first one made like a buttload of money. And the first Ouija is actually terrible. Like, I've had a lot of friends tell me it looks bad, doesn't look, like it looks bad, and the first one was bad, and so I just don't think this movie is necessary in my opinion. I think Ouija 2 looks terrible. I hope it's bad, so it's because I can be like, hey guys, Ouija 2, it's bad, don't see it, because all of you hated the first one, but a lot of people went to go see the first one, so that's why we got a second one. That would be my cat. So now the part of the video is the funnest part is probably one of my favorite parts in the video, and that is predicting what movie is going to be the biggest hit and the biggest flop. So, biggest flop, I'm going to give it to Max Steel. No one's talking about this movie. I haven't seen a single commercial for this movie. I don't care to see it, and I don't know anyone who's looking for this movie, and if it makes money, I will be shocked. So Max Steel is going to be the biggest flop. I do think that. And the movie I think is going to make a lot of money. I'm going between 2, and I'm going to go with Jack Reacher 2. I think that's going to be the number 1 for like the most money. But I do think maybe Ouija 2 can make money. But I do think Jack Reacher 2 will make the most money out of the whole month. So hey guys, that is it for this part of the video. That's it for the video actually. So hope you guys enjoyed my most anticipated. Leave a comment down below and tell me your thoughts. Who's going to make the most money? What are you looking forward to? Leave a comment down below and tell me what you think. Anyway guys, if you guys enjoyed this review, I will see you guys next time. Bye guys!